So you're wondering, should I buy the Amazon Echo Dot? In this video, we're gonna go over everything you need to know to make that decision. So stick around. Hey guys, I'm AXB, and here we try to save you some time, money, and a little bit of frustration so we can help you make the best buying decision. We do this through tech reviews, electronic reviews, and today we'll be focusing on smart home technology. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I wanted to try out the Dot just because I was curious and I wanted to see if it was worth it. So I obviously bought one on Amazon. It was around $40 US. I bought it around Christmas time. It was on sale. It originally goes for $50. So if you're curious, just check the links in the description below and it'll have everything associated with the Amazon Dot. So the Echo Dot 2 here is part of this new smart home trend coming along, where it's part of Amazon's family tree, which includes the Echo, the Tab, and then the first generation Dot. However, this is a standalone product, so you don't need any of the other ones to use this one. The Echo Dot 2, just like the other ones, is a hands-free, voice-controlled smart home device, and it uses an AI called Alexa to do multiple tasks for the user. Another distinction between the first generation and the second generation is that if you have multiple second generation Dots in close proximity and you speak a command, only one of them will respond, as opposed to the first generation where you had multiple responses. The design for the second generation Dot is a little bit more compact and simpler than the previous one. It's pretty much a well-dressed hockey puck, and it comes in two colors, white and black. Starting at the top, we have 4 buttons as opposed to the 2 buttons the first generation had. The addition is the 2 volume buttons here. It's up and down. This used to be a rotary swivel and you could actually move it to increase or decrease the volume. You have the mute button to allegedly stop Alexa from eavesdropping, but that's yet to be confirmed. We have the action button here, and that's so you can pair devices or connect to your Wi-Fi. Now looking along the side, we have a glossy finish to it as opposed to the first generation that had a matte finish. And I kind of prefer the matte just because it looks more premium, but they dropped the price on it, so I mean, you can't complain. It still looks good. And we have the 3.5mm aux port in the back just so you can connect it manually to speakers. And underneath we have a circular rubber grip just so Alexa doesn't run off. Now what allows the Dot to hear your voice from afar in any direction is its far field voice recognition. Now the speaker in the Dot 2 is not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. I'm actually very impressed with its quality. Keep in mind, the Amazon Echo Dot 2 is a Bluetooth transmitter, not a Bluetooth receiver. So what that means is that even though you can pair it with Bluetooth speakers, it's not a speaker itself, even though it can play music from Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Now the setup took around 10 minutes roughly from plugging her in all the way to asking her the weather. Alexa, what's the weather in Dallas, Texas?
Right now in Dallas, Texas, it's 67 degrees with intermittent clouds.
So besides playing music, hearing you across the room, connecting via Bluetooth, she can also control lights, fans, switches, garage doors, help you with pizza ordering, plays Jeopardy, does math. What's 1,000 times 365?
1,000 multiplied by 365 is 365,000.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
What is black and white and red all over? An educated penguin.
Wow. Now the smart home section uses certain hubs like Samsung SmartThings, Wemo, Philips, and Logitech's Harmony Hub. They're the catalyst between you and the voice-controlled Alexa here. You also have to enable her skills within the app so she can do all the aforementioned things we talked about. Now the competition between Amazon and Google is nothing new, but there are some notable differences. Now, for example, the Dot here, its speaker is not as good as obviously the Google Home, because that Google Home has a dedicated speaker that is meant to have quality. This one doesn't. This one's meant to pair with Bluetooth devices. So it's easier to compare the Echo with the Google Home. Also, when it comes to random searching of information, I believe the Google Home does a better job. I feel this is more based on consumer product than actually knowing random information. In terms of compatibility, I feel that Amazon takes the cake. They've been around longer doing this and they're more refined as opposed to the Google Home that's only been out for a short amount of time. Even in CES, or the Consumer Electronics Show, this year they were saying there was so many companies coming out and integrating Alexa into multiple appliances like refrigerators and even garbage cans. So we got baby monitors, there's so many things. So Amazon has more capabilities. Granted, the Google Home does work seamlessly with Chromecast, and while the Dot can do something similar, it takes so much work. All in all, it comes down to the speaker and application. If you want something cheaper, you go for the Dot. It's more entry level. If you want an alternative to the more expensive Echo from Amazon, then Google Home is for you. So I give the new Amazon Echo Dot an Axiom rating of 4.5 out of 5. And this is because the speaker isn't bad, but I feel it can always be better, right? And it lacks a little bit of search engine functionality with the random knowledge and stuff, but I feel like this can be updated, so it's not the end of the world. The price is what's really intriguing about this. Is if you want to get into the new smart home device game, $50 is not that much money. But you do have to be aware that we really don't know if these devices are listening while they're not activated, because they are listening for their activation word all the time. So I simply disconnect mine whenever I'm not using it. So if you're looking to get into the smart home device game, check out the Amazon Echo Dot. I think you can't go wrong with it. At the moment, it has more capabilities than the Google Home, but you never know. You might find it useful. Question for you guys. What do you guys think about this new smart home trend? Is it something that you'd like to explore, or does it make you feel uneasy? Let me know in the comments below. And I think I'm gonna let Alexa take this one.
Thank you so much for your support. And if you like what you've seen and enjoyed what you've watched, hit that like button and subscribe so we can continue to save you time, money, and a little bit of frustration. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Have you heard the rumor about the disingenuous dessert? It's the truth. Or is it in fact a lie?
It lacks a little bit of search engine search engine functionality. Search engine functionality. Alexa, the cake is a lie.
The cake is not a lie. It is delicious and moist. You can have some when you finish asking me questions.
So if you're wondering, should I buy the Amazon Echo Dot?
Sorry, I can't tell what was playing.
You're not making yourself look good, you know that?